y'all. It's Marla, the Green Home Coach. And I'm really excited to share something that you may or may not have known about. Did you know you can find all kinds of sustainable, environmentally friendly, eco-friendly, healthier options right on Home Depot? And if you go through my website, Green Home Coach will help you to get there. So I wanted to give you a little preview so you could see what this looks like. So to start off, let's go to my website, which is greenhomecoach.com. And when you get there, you're going to come to the shop page, which looks like this. And you just scroll down and you click right here on Home Depot Eco Options. All kinds of great options. And it takes you to this page right here. And this page is full of information. And this place here with our pillars is really exciting because it tells you all the different ways that their products can be healthier, more environmentally friendly, and just more thoughtful for our community. So carbon emissions, this is oftentimes energy efficiency really, or renewable energy. And there's all kinds of products that you can find at Home Depot that are going to help you to achieve this in your very own home or homes that you're building, remodeling, or designing. Sustainable forestry rather, and this is wood that has been harvested with responsible practices in mind. And we look for different green certification labels for all these different categories. So for forestry, you may be looking for FSC or SFI. That'll be stamped on the wood, and that indicates it's from a responsible forester. Carbon emissions and energy efficiency, Energy Star. I think everyone knows Energy Star. It's been around for a long time. Circularity is a little newer and a little bit more challenging to find good green certification labels for it, but we do have some out there. Things to look for. These are products and packaging that can be regenerated, recycled, reused, and the biggest thing you can do is to buy recycled or repurposed items. So supporting that part of the process helps us to have more demand, and that creates more opportunity for manufacturers to actually use recycled or repurposed products. The label I see here the most often is cradle to cradle, and it's a very comprehensive label, and I don't know that Home Depot supports it yet. But I am thrilled to see that circularity is starting to be a big part of the conversation. Water conservation. This is one I think we all are becoming really, really attuned to. We need water, next to air, we need water. And there's all kinds of ways to conserve water around our homes and in our yards and our landscapes, especially big landscapes. Looking for water sense labeled products. This means these products have already been certified to be more efficient and to work just as well, if not better, than their counterparts. So lots of products here too in this one. And then lastly is responsible chemistry. And this is really impacting our health issues. And responsible chemistry means having low to no toxins or off-gassing or emissions. And a lot of times we'll see two different certifications here. Green Guard is one I use a lot, and then Green Seal is also another one. So now that you kind of have this overview of the 5 pillars, let's look at some of the products that you can find. I love the way this is laid out. It makes it super easy. And when you come to this graphic, you can get a view that's all, or you can pick a certain category, one of the pillars that you want to use. So for instance, if we just wanted to see water use, we'd click on water use, and then we see all the different areas that water use comes into play. And what's kind of fun is that you get to go poke on it and it tells you what those items are. So a water sense irrigation spray sprinkler, great option for landscaping. Native plants. Oh my gosh, we talk so much about native plants, how they're not just better for water management, but they're easier to take care of, lower maintenance, better for pollinators. So lots of wins there. And we can keep on clicking throughout. Mulch to help keep the ground moist and keep weeds out. A soaker hose to help water it slower and actually direct the water where it needs to go. Drip irrigation kits, the same principle. We have drip irrigation in our big boxes in our backyard, and we love them because we set them on a timer. and we can travel, we can do whatever we want, and we don't have to remember to go water the 3 big planting boxes that we have out back. So drip irrigation is awesome. Can also a hose spigot cover. Okay, this one's kind of a stretch for water use, but protecting your water outlet from freezing, especially in the winter in crazy climates, cold climates, is going to prevent water breaks, and water breaks waste a huge amount of water. So this is a great way to prevent water breaks and save water in the outcome. Water sense irrigation timers, we talked about that a little bit. These are a great tool. And lastly, a rain barrel. We installed 2 rain barrels in our home over the last year or 2 and really like them. We are able to get a lot of water out of them to help offset what city water we're using. So you can see how easy this is to go through. Let's just go through the other categories while we're here. Sustainable forestry, not a lot on the outside. This is more in the construction of the house, but we can see that the native plants actually kind of are loosely to sustainable forestry, as well as a shade tree. This is a great one because not only is it sustainable forestry, it's also going to impact your energy use. So this is a twofer. And there's also another one over here that's kind of not an obvious choice. And this is dark sky approved light fixtures. So these help to keep light pollution and keep the light from going up in the sky. We can't see stars hardly at all anymore. And these also help protect wildlife. So if you're in an area with a lot of wildlife habitat, these dark sky approved light fixtures, there's also wildlife approved one, not necessarily at Home Depot, but these can help the total environment around the outside of your home or your building. Responsible chemistry. These are products that are not using noxious, toxic, or high emissive chemicals. Organic pest control and organic yard control is a great one. So this is definitely one to look for. We also have certified organic soil, and we also get compost through the same brand that we use in our yard. Pollinator-friendly plants. This is a great way to help keep our food source going and also attract a lot of natural biodiversity. And biodiversity is just downright a great thing to do no matter what. Organic plants and seeds. And then, of course, organic plant food, or if you compost, which is a great circularity option, compost can be your friend as well, and certified organic fertilizer. So a lot of the products outside for responsible chemistry are going to be related to your landscape. And as for circularity, there's only a couple, but this is a newer category that we're really just starting to focus on. But this composite decking and fencing is awesome. It's been around for actually quite some time. It's made from recycled plastic and wood fibers. There's a number of brands out there, but Home Depot actually has a partnership with Trex, Trex, which has been around for a long time and is one of the leaders in the industry. And you'll also see way over here on the side, a composter. And we talked a little bit about how composting is a great way to add nutrients back to your ground, your garden, especially if you have vegetable gardens. And it's also a great way to use up food scraps, because those food scraps in our trash emit all kinds of gases that we really don't want out there. So the biggest category for the outside of our home is going to be carbon emissions. It's actually the biggest one inside too. And this is all these energy efficient things. And you'll notice that this tree over here is actually now popped up in 3 different categories. So trees are a really good investment. They take a long time to grow big, but they can really, really be a great payback, as well as getting us out into nature. So for the energy efficient and carbon emissions side, that shade tree, especially when it's on the south or the west side of the house, shades your windows and lowers the cooling load. So you don't need near as much energy to cool your home. Then the leaves drop off in the winter and your home is heated. We also have spray foam insulation, a great way to tighten up the house and keep the leaky drafts out. Energy Star windows, a great option. Insulated sheathing under the siding, again, a way to tighten up our building envelope and to keep it nice and toasty in the winter and cool in the summer. More foam and sealant, not only from an energy perspective, but also to help block pests from coming in all these little nooks and crannies. And lastly is our insulated garage door to, again, help us stay nice and toasty. So come back for part 2 and we'll do the inside of the house. Thanks and have a great green day.